You know how it is. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to talk about frugal finance self-care. I think everyone thinks about self-care as spas and bubble baths and pedicures and manicures. And while that could be self-care, today we're going to talk about financial self-care and the things you can do that are good for you and set you up for success and reduces stress and reduces anxiety and really sets you up for financial abundance. Grab your coffee, snuggle up in a blanket, or if you are listening to this secretly at work, or if you are listening to this on your couch, however you are listening to this, I hope you are relaxed and I hope you enjoy this content. The first frugal finance self-care tip I am going to encourage you to embrace is contentment. This is, I think, the foundation of living a frugal life, living a happy life, living a life filled with joy and gratitude. Practicing contentment for what you already have is the key. When we are thinking about what we're lacking, what we don't have, why we're not happy because we don't have this, we're operating in a mode of lack. And if we change that, we flip the script, and instead we focus on all the things that we have. I have a roof over my head. I have a cozy bed to sleep in. I've got fresh coffee that I just brewed, warming my body. I have clothes on me. I have a beautiful son who makes every day amazing. I have family. I have friends. You have coworkers. You have dishes to eat off of. I always use that small example, but it's so true. Practicing contentment is a way of reminding yourself, hey self, I've actually got it pretty good, right? What could be more caring for yourself than reminding yourself of all that you already have and the gratitude you feel for everything that you already have? So practice contentment. It feels good. If you have to, write it down. Get out a notepad. Start writing down all the things that you feel content with. And I bet your list is going to be so long and you had no idea. Number 2, set a financial goal that will bounce your ASS right out of bed. I feel like one of the most times that I was so financially motivated was when I was paying off my car. I'll leave a video here. It's part 1 of how I saved $20,000 to pay off my car. And I remember feeling so driven, so motivated, and so purposeful and intentional with my budget when I had this goal in mind. And I haven't had one quite driving since. So if you set a goal that you're really reaching for and you set a timeline, I had a timeline for that. I had to pay it off in January because that's when my lease was up. So I was like laser focused and that worked. Setting a goal will drive you, it will inspire you, and it will have a direction in your financial life of what you're trying to reach. It could be buying a home, it could be paying off debt, whatever it is, have something that will light a little fire under your butt so that you bounce out of bed in the morning and you feel ready to attack this. Number 3, if you are feeling like you're always in the red, you never have enough money, and this is stressing you out, the perfect form of self-care to get you into a better place and make you feel better is to get your side hustle on. Girl, get your side hustle on. Or boy, get your side hustle on. If you only have one job, now, of course, every situation's different, but probably if you only have one job, you could figure out a way to have a side hustle, right? If you've never seen my job video, I'll link it up above. I have several jobs, and I always have. And I'm not saying that's the way you want to live your life, but especially those of you that have only had one forever, try a side hustle. Get your side hustle on, get that extra income into that bank account. It feels awesome. If you're always operating in the red, you have to figure out either a way to decrease your expenses or to increase your income. So try out that side hustle. For those of you that have never heard of a side hustle, there's 8 million videos on YouTube about side hustles. I don't have a specific one, but I can think of like 5 offhand. Just put in YouTube side hustle ideas and you will be bombarded with a million ideas. Just go through them and see, what are my strengths? What could I make some extra money doing? One of mine is I am a choreographer, I teach dance, and that's one of the things that I love to do. So why not get paid for it while enjoying and participating in the art that I love, which is dance? Do you have a passion? Do you have something that, are you crafty? Could you make some stuff and sell it on Etsy? Could you drive an Uber? There's a million side hustles. I'm not even going to get into it in this video because there's a million, and you have to just listen to all the ideas, capitalize on your strengths, and make that extra money. If you are still with me, go in the comments, please, and type in self-care so I know this content is sinking in. Oh, and while you're at it, hit the thumbs up button. Number 4, if you have any debt, if you are not debt-free, make an extra debt payment somewhere. If you've been paying the minimum payment, try to double it. If you are in a position to make an extra payment on your mortgage, do that. If you just owe somebody some money and it's weighing on you, try to give them as much as you can to get that off your plate. Make an extra debt payment to make yourself feel relief. And if you are needing some inspiration of why even get out of debt, some people just operate in debt and they don't really think much of it. But if you are a person where it's starting to weigh on you, or if you've been watching this channel and you've been working toward the goal of getting out of debt, I have a video called Why Get Out of Debt. It was a collab I did with my friend Mary and Christiana. Check out mine, check out theirs, and figure out a way to get a little bit of your debt gone. Paying off debt to me was such self-care. Not having debt feels like relief. It feels like a breath of fresh air. It feels so good. Take care of yourself. Make an extra debt payment. Number 5. This one makes me laugh, but it's something I want to encourage you to do. Open a Roth IRA. I'm just thinking the contrast of like what you think self-care usually looks like and what I'm encouraging you to do. Open a Roth IRA. What's a Roth IRA? It's an individual retirement account. If you are in a position to open up a Roth IRA, do it! I have a whole video on this. I'm going to leave it up here. Investing in your retirement is something that you want to not forget about. And I think that people forget about this as time goes on. They think I'll worry about it later. And I say this, and I've said it, and I'll say it again. My biggest financial regret in life is not setting up retirement earlier. If I would known the things I know now in my 20s, I am confident I would be a millionaire before I retire. Confident. I didn't know this stuff, you guys. If you are in your 20s watching this, please heed my advice. Open a Roth IRA. Invest in your retirement. Of course, I have a 403B also. You might also have a 401k, but I'm specifically pushing for the Roth IRA right now. And when you watch that video, you will know all the reasons why. Take care of yourself now. Get a Roth IRA. Get it moving. I think you'll thank me later. There are so many more financial self-care tips that I could share, but today I'm just starting with these 5. Marinate on these 5. I hope they're helpful. I hope they spark something in you that will encourage you to take good financial care of yourself. Let me know below if you want more frugal self-care tips, because I got a lot of them in here that I'd love to share with you. Let me know in the comments if you want another video with part 2 of this, 5 more frugal self-care tips, and I hope that I see you in the next video, you guys. Have an awesome day. Bye.
Don't forget to hit subscribe.
That's my boy.